Hi guys. Can y'all hear me? I'm sure you can, right? I must be one of the most unprofessional night streamer because I'm still eating. I eat almost every stream. So I'm having potato salad. You see this? It's overblown. Anyway, it's nice with bacon, potatoes, chives. Is that what you call it? Chives. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Hello, Labelle, Stephen. Who else is here? Yeah, 15 of you guys here. Hi, Ronnie. I can't hear you ask if I could. Mr. Aroke. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. Later on, we're going to play around with this guitar here. Alright, this one is a G&L. I believe it's a 40th anniversary. Really nice. Hi, T. Jackson. How are you? Where are you from? Geo May. Where are you from, Geo May? Yeah. It's a nice looking guitar. But you guys saw this, right? This is the one I just did a review. This is what is this? This is a Skyhawk. I love this guitar so much. Yeah, you might just Bruce, poor Bruce. Are you okay, Bruce? You might just play this a while later on. You okay, sweetheart? Okay. Hi, Hans. Hi, Vero. Vero from Berlin. Hey. Guten Tag. Oh, Jackson, you're from Tennessee. Cool. Steven, you're from San Antonio. Wow, San Antonio, Texas. I passed by there a couple of years back, but the thing that I remember about San Antonio is some of the country songs I heard when I was growing up. Thank you, Gio May. So you're from Singapore. Good, great. Which part of Singapore? J Hates Self from France. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Bien? Steven, correct me if I'm wrong. Is San Antonio anywhere? Is there any part of the Alamo? Where's the Alamo situated? Remind me again, because yeah. Serangoon North, cool. I used to head up to Serangoon North, almost near Pongo, where they have this wonderful alisan porridge, which I really love. Then it closed down, but right opposite that porridge is a sort of coffee shop thing where they sell this really nice Hokkien mee. Yep. And bak chor mee. Oh, that was so good. Anyway. Hi, Tony. 早晨啊. Susu, what? I decided on the Harley Benton TS 52. That's my first electric. Oh, cool. You enjoy it. Yeah. Hi, David. How are you, David? So the Alamo is located downtown. Okay, cool. So I was correct. So San Antonio, yes, that's where the Alamo is. JH, yeah. Bien, bien. So you love the Harley Benton's review. Thank you. Luis Figueroa. Yeah. I'm cool, Luis. I'm good. I'm eating my potato salad. And this was done by. If you guys have watched some of the live stream concerts that I did, there was this girl with the red hair, like she prided herself as a Scarlet Witch, which I don't think so. She claimed to have red hair before the Scarlet Witch came out. Anyway, she's a beautiful singer, Sky. Beautiful inside as well as outside. So I was at they put up together a birthday bash for me, Sebastian, the other guitarist, and Joel, the other keyboard player. We all have our birthdays on October. So she made this, and it's really good. So you have bacon in it, and these are not like normal, what she call it, fast kind of bacon. These are real bacon where she spent time in cooking. Really nice. So pardon me if I'm kind of eating on this while I'm talking. It's about to finish. Yeah, I'm about to finish. So. All right, Stephen, I got you. Thank you for that. JH, I just ordered ST62. All right, okay. Can't wait to get that. All right. Yeah, talking about that. Well, I still have the kind of like the pickguard still here, the anodized pickguard, and I'm like contemplating on whether to change this back onto the guitar, because I've actually bought a separate white ones, because I wasn't too impressed with this anodized pickguard, because they're supposed to like kind of like eliminate a whole lot of unwanted noise and hum. It didn't do nothing, and I thought look kind of funky on the guitar, so I swapped it with the white ones. Now I'm thinking like I should probably swap this back again. Anyway, guitar now belongs to my second daughter Sarah, the one who sang "Shut Up Train." So she's loving it, but she's pestering me to buy her a new amp. Women. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. Okay, Steven, we are in cohort. You got the MB Fusion HT, great guitar. Exceeded all expectations. Cool. Mike, how are you, Mike? I like the chair. I need a comfortable one. Where do I get my chair? This is from Secret Lab. They're very aggressive in their promotion and advertisement. So you can probably see them like everywhere, I guess. So this is a Secret Lab. They have a couple of models. But they were talking about Herman Miller, right? Herman Millers are really comfortable, but they cost a whole lot more than this one. I'm thinking of like when I'm done with this chair, I might just want to get a Herman Miller. Yeah, I sat on one of those in a studio in Shanghai, and they were really comfortable. The only drawback is that if I'm not mistaken, there's no armrest. The Herman Millers do not have armrest, so it's great for guitar players. But I mean, I like my armrest because I just like to chill and watch my movies, and I can just go around back. I can just sleep on this chair. So enough review about this chair, because I'm a guitarist. I'm not a full-time chair or lounge or a lounger. That's what they call them. All right, JH. Okay, where can I buy the new pickups from? They're from, what you call it? They're from Harley Benton, so you can actually look around and shop for it, because the holes will fit into the existing ones. So just go to Thomann's website and search for white pickguard, but it has to be under Harley Benton. It will fit. Dressed in black. Hi, how are you? First time, welcome to the stream. I try to stream every week if I can, but sometimes if my work gets a bit too overwhelming, then I will probably skip a week or so. It's gonna be a hectic month on November, so I don't know whether I'll be able to do live streaming on November itself, but I'll try. Right? Okay. What? Andrew Koo. Hi, Andrew. I noticed that your dad just passed his birthday. Yeah. How old is he again? I miss you guys. Andy. Hi, Andy. Where you from, Andy? Dr. Tekio. What have I missed? Well, not much. Well, I'm about to finish my potato salad. I think it's a bit overblown, right? Yeah, so it should be good right now. I probably steam my bowl now. Yeah, it's about to finish. Andy from Munich. Cool. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I was having a discussion with Kelly, my eldest, on 2 days ago on my birthday, but the night before my birthday. So we were celebrating my birthday, and she was asking me how does it feel to hit the 6-0, the big 6-0. Yeah, I was telling her, like, kind of weird because the thought of hitting 60 never actually crossed my mind. I was trying to put it at the back of my mind for the longest time because I was like thinking, I'm 50 plus. Even when I was at 59 years old, I was kind of okay. I'm still 59. I'm still okay. 60 is still a couple of months away, and it's still cool. But as the days grow nearer, I begin to think like, okay, 60. That's a big change. That's like there's a lot of things that you got to be aware of when you hit 60s. You got to behave in a very different way, which I don't aim to. I don't plan to behave any different than I'm behaving right now. But yeah, I mean, people just assume that if you're 60 years old, you're kind of frail, and I don't aim to be that. I told God that as long as I'm able to work, I will keep on working, and I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, making music, having fun, cycling. Yeah, I told God that if I'm able to, that if you are willing, Lord, let me ride my bicycle until the good old age of 80 or 80 plus, provided I don't fall. Falling from a bike when you're 80 years old is bad. But I'm done. So good. You come bearing gifts, Chris. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Just bought me birthday coffee. So dressed in, you're from Detroit, Michigan. Cool. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, young man. Come on over, Doc, and I'll give you my salad. I still have a little bit left in the fridge, so yeah. Hi, Pascal, how are you? Oh, bien. All good. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Miote Desante. Hello, Miote. Where are you from? Mexico? Spain? Abdit. You're from Holland. Hi, welcome. Got a nice bunch of guys here. Nice mix tonight. Hi, Bruce Valero. Steven, you're 62 years old. Cool. Yeah, I know. Sure, Chris. I'll be waiting. Muete. Oh, you're from Mexico. Which part of Mexico are you from? Oh, man. I'm still hungry. Hi, Randy. You're from Salem, Illinois. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, I was just talking about that. This is the G&L S500. This is the 40th anniversary. I'm gonna play a little bit on that because I haven't done the review on that yet. I just did the review, as I said, on this baby, the Skyhawk. Love this guitar so much because of the humbuckers. You know what? My favorite. Okay, so the thing is that before this whole COVID thing happened, I was talking to the guys in City Music about, and even I mentioned a little bit to Ron Moreno. He's from G&L, and I told him that I want to have a sort of a custom Skyhawk. So I wanted this to be a Kume, and I was deciding whether to get it all red, like that one, or the old tobacco buzz, or the orangey thing, but with the grain of the Kume, and two humbuckers. But I would give them the choice of my humbuckers, and I wanted to be covered, like not exposed. These are zebra humbuckers, and I wanted Bird's Eyes maple, roasted maple for the neck, and Caribbean rosewood for the fretboard. Is fine. I like the Caribbean rosewood in not medium jumbo, but full jumbo frets. That would be what I wanted, and that would be my custom Skyhawk. Then the COVID thing happened, so the whole plan went out the window. So I have to wait until this whole thing blows over and start work, and then probably I'll just get my own custom Skyhawk. Yeah, and I wanted to be a sort of a split call thing, like these are not split call. I wanted to have a covered humbuckers that I can split. That'd be great. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Where I live, Mike, you're 58. There are 2 more years, and you'll be just the same as me. I'm in Singapore. Yeah, Singapore is on the southern tip of the whole Malaysian peninsula, right down south from Vietnam, Thailand. Right as you go down, Vietnam, Thailand, and then you have Malaysia, the whole peninsula of Malaysia, and right at the bottom is Singapore. This tiny little dot, this tiny little island, which I have been a resident of since the day I was born. The Luke guitar? You want to see my Luke? I've featured a Luke on so many occasions. Yeah. Thank you. Gracias, Mirete. Gracias. Lind, you're working from home. Oh, cool. Thank you for your birthday wishes. Philip Johnson, thank you. You're from Ireland. Nice. Always wanted to go and visit Ireland, Dublin especially. Yeah, be nice. And because of this YouTube channel, I have a couple of friends who actually resides in Dublin. All right, so it'd be great to pay them a visit if I could. Oh, doctor, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this thing would be like you can replay it. Yeah, go. Murate, after watching your reviews, now I want a Harley Benton. However, I'm worried about the shipping. What can you tell? You know what? The shipping for our stuff that's coming from Thomann, you don't actually worry too much, because they're packed really nicely. The only time that you worry is when it's been shipped now from via UPS. Okay, it used to be from DHL, which Thomann has a good working relationship for many years, and they managed to keep the delivery charges down. But now I guess they have switched, I hope temporarily, to UPS, and the delivery charges have gone up substantially. So whatever the case is, they are packed properly. In all my experience from buying from Thomann, the stuff that I get from Thomann, they are all packed really nicely. The only time that you might worry is when it hits your shore, or if you're staying like in the Midwest, right in the smack in the center of the U.S., and the shipment might come in from say New York or San Francisco, they will probably arrive really relatively intact. It's after that, we can't vouch for it. Whoever is sending over to your place, to your address, it could have gone through a whole lot of various hands. So it depends on how the thing has been handled, in your postal system, in the U.S. postal system. For Singapore, it's like we are a port, right? So whatever comes from Germany will just end up either in a container or in the airport, and we just receive it, and straight away it comes to my house. So we can't negate a whole lot of processes and other transitional stages. So the packages comes in really intact, really nice. So yeah, that's my experience. So I guess guys in Hong Kong will experience the same thing. They probably order some from Thomann, and the packages will come pretty nicely. It's you guys in the States and probably in UK. Yeah, as I don't know, unless you're like in Liverpool or some of the port cities, then you'll be fine in the UK. Yeah. Well, that's what I think. Anyway. Hi Dominic. Thank you, Dom. What is Jarhead? Just now I can't. What happened to your head? Thank you. What happened to my head? You mean this bum? Yeah, it's just fats. We call it fatty deposit. There's just a term for it. Yeah, don't worry about it because I'm not. Anyway, hi Wall. Hey, hi Todd. I need to call you Wally. Wally the Wireless. Hi Todd, how are you? Good morning. Steven, my HP was packed well, but it took 1.5 months to get home. Yeah, it happens. There was one time where I ordered a couple of guitars from Thomann. It didn't reach me. Normally, it would just take about a week, sometimes 5 days. Yeah, I mean we're kind of blessed over here, but sometimes it takes more than 5 days. Sometimes there was one shipment that came in about 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to reach me. That's really rare, but it happens. But 1.5 months is like crazy. Yeah, I guess the bottleneck is somewhere in once they reach the U.S. shore, the rest of the things. These are where the bottlenecks are. Jarhead, I'm using also. Where are you from, Jarhead? You have a Harley Benton SC450 plus the actual guitar in my profile. Can't see. Okay. Cool. Philip Johnston. Johnston, you're from Germany. From Germany to Ireland, deliveries always in good order. Oh, okay. No damage. Cool. So you're from Ireland? Yeah, you're from Ireland. You just told me you're from Ireland. Okay. Hi, Pooh. My HP took 3 days via UPS from Thomann to Central US. Maybe teleportation tech. 3 days. Hey, See, okay. Now this is a good example from Pooh. It varies. Like it took him 3 days, right? So I don't know. So sometimes it arrives by air. In my experience, sometimes I believe the items will come in either by air or by ship. There's only 2 mode of transportation available right now. Hi Andrew, you're in Florida, and just got a guitar from HP about a month ago. They double boxed it, so the outer box gets speed up a bit, but the stuff inside, see? You're right, Pooh. I'm a fathead. No offense. No offense taken. Don't worry about it. Tony, for me in Hong Kong, my HP order arrived 1 month. When was this, Tony? Like during the COVID season or before that? Jahid, you're from Philippines. Okay. Andy, waiting for a Harley Benton 2 HSH was the FNT for 12 days now. Although it was in stock, and I'm living in Germany. You see, there you go. They have some Q&A issues at the moment. They told me, even when like Andy is from Germany, it would take like a certain period. So it's like you can't really tell. Eric Vogel, what is the backing track from your video testing the Harley Benton. Which Harley Benton? There's so many Harley Bentons I've played, Eric. And I can't tell you, which backing track, because I use a lot of backing tracks, and I buy them from iTunes. They're, you can just search guitar backing tracks in iTunes, and you get a whole mishmash of genres, and you can choose, right? My first one took 3 weeks. Okay, all right, that's about it. Yeah, but in Singapore, for me, it's like about two weeks. Yeah, tops. Mike Stroud, tell us about your musical career if you feel like it. Uh oh, I had actually a video about that, but that video is about how I became a Christian, actually, but it also depicts how I became a musician. So you want to find out more in detail, you might just want to watch that. Well, in a nutshell, I started playing kind of like for fun, starting from 17 years old, and then we had a band going, and so we kind of jam in the studios, and you know how it is. And I couldn't play for for nuts. I was really a bad player, but I just wanted to make music. I can sing though, but a guitar playing was like and so I started playing small gigs and stuff like before I went into the army. So in Singapore we have a sort of a draft system, we call it national service, where we have to serve 2 years in the army. So during this whole 2 years in the army, I started getting serious about playing guitar, and that's probably because I had a lot of time to kill. And right after the army, I didn't even had in my mind the intention of being a musician. So right off the bat, after the army, I went into a couple of companies, doing sales and stuff like that, and was pretty good at it. Even though I don't even know what the heck am I doing, but I was pretty good at it. And right after that, I had a promotion, but somehow they needed a driving license, to validate my promotion, because they're going to give me a car. But try as I might, I couldn't pass my driving test 3 times. Couldn't pass it. So I was at my wit's end, and that was my first time. I prayed to God, and then again, a offer came to me from a band, and yeah. So cut the long story short, I chose to quit my work and join the band, and I started really humbly, because I wasn't getting a lot of pay, but it was enough to get by, because I was single and I was staying with my mom. I was like 23 years old. And right after that, I moved on band to other bands, and then a couple of years later, I ended up doing my first recording session, and never looked back since. I'm still doing sessions until today. And started arranging, started producing, and then it just went up and up and up. And so, yeah. So that's how I got started. If you want more detail, then look at the video. Take a look at the video. The video is a bit long though. Yeah, I got a lot of flack from guys who watched the video, because they thought that it's like a Christian thing, which it is, because it actually are kind of like explain how I became a Christian, because every step of my career I depended on God, and every step of my career I have to kind of sit down with God and smoke my cigarette, because I was a horrible nicotine addict. So I was smoking my cigarette and talking to God, and every step of the way, God's hand was at my career. So how I advanced from being a musician to a session musician, and to a producer and whatnot. So yeah, take a gander at the video. All right. Tony Lowe, it was okay. So okay, all right, Tony. It's because of the COVID. Yeah, that's why. Yes, that's right, Andy. All right. John, you're still in the army, the guitarist of the world army. Yeah, Todd. what do I think about the new AC days? I haven't heard it yet. Is it good? Yes, Stephen. Yeah. That's like a Christian cliche. Like when I was in church in the beginning, this is what people would tell me. Well, when God closes a door, another door will open, and all that. I guess for me, it's a series of open doors, and all I had to do was just to walk right through it and be amazed at what's happening around me. So it was like a trip. Like I'm 60 years old, right? So when I guess my whole musical career peaked when I was at 30. Well, maybe in my late 20s, right? When I'm 28, yeah, around that. When I got married in 28. So right after that, my firstborn came at when I was 31. So it was like this whole change, this whole upheaval of lifestyles, because I didn't have a car. Now I gotta have a car. I didn't have kids. Now I have to buy diapers and learn about changing diapers and feeding the kid. There's one time, like I said, I was like a nicotine addict. I was smoking like 2.5 packs a day, and I would come home from the studio and I would be like zonked because there were so many things going on in the studio, and I just want to come home and relax. And there I had to feed my firstborn, Kelly, right? And she's the cutest thing back then. And I would be like having her in my arm, and there's a milk bottle, and I would like kind of like hook it up under my chin, and then she would be drinking from the milk bottle, and on this hand I would be having my controller with the Xbox, and on here on the side of the mouth I have my cigarette. So I'm going horrible parent. Okay, so I was horrible parent, but yeah, that's what I was. And like I said, it's like a series of open doors, and just walking through and being amazed at what God has in store. And I'm going like every day. I guess during that time, I was like, wow, what did I do to deserve this? Playing in front of a 70,000 crowd in Shanghai, or in China or in Taipei. It's like, whoa. And having my first royalty check, a substantial amount, because that song that I wrote was a hit. And I go like, what did I do to deserve this? But it was all God's favor. Anyway. Hey, hi, Cece. How are you? Oh, really, Mike? Good for you. Aaron, yeah, how are you? You went through that 10 years ago and never looked back. Oh, cool. I quit smoking for 20 years now. I quit in the year my son was born. Yeah, my son was born in the year 2000, so I quit right after that. It's been 20 years. Time just flies, you know. Hey, hi, Jace. How are you? Are you tired today? In case you guys don't know, Jace is from City Music. Beautiful human being, wonderful bassist. Yeah, he helped me a lot. So all this G&L guitars and stuff, whenever I need like information, yeah, the guys who City Music are just beautiful people, every one of them. Yeah. Let me just make it. Where are you guys right now? Okay, so like I said, you have these. I have to remind you guys about the super chat, super sticker. That's what Chris just did. So if you want to buy me coffee, please feel free to go ahead. And again, I want to plug the Patreon thing. So if you want to support this channel, because it's like I'm planning to go for a long haul on this channel. So I'm trying to help as much fellow guitarists as I can. So if you want to help out with this channel, you can always be part of Patreon. So you can click on any of my videos and there will be a link to the Patreon. So there are a couple of guys who are really, really beautiful people who they're not beautiful because they support the channel, but they're really encouraging, and I get little notes from them, and there's this big brother of mine who is like, I guess he's older than me, so he writes little nice notes to me, and I appreciate that from my heart. So if you want to support this channel, just go ahead and be part of the Patrons, right? We'll love that. Uh, 12 years. Yeah. Go for it, Steven. Yeah. Yes, Jace. Things are good. Thanks for the kind words as always. You deserve all the royalties and more for the amazing music you create. Thank you. My dog is sleeping. Yeah, that's the other dog, Cody. You know, the Shetland Collie. So he went to the vet a couple of hours ago because he was limping, and I guess one of his digits is like, you know, I guess he sprained it or something. It just got worse through the day. So the vet gave him some antibiotics and muscle relaxant or whatever they have. You know, whatever they give the dogs. So yeah, we're just kind of monitoring him. You know. He's a sweetheart. Freebird, where you from, Freebird? You've gotten two Harley Bentons. They both came in 3 days from Germany to California. Oh, okay, you're from California. Alright, dude. Both show up perfect. I guess you got lucky. Yeah. Cool. Ah. So please hit the like button if you can. Right now we got like what, 39 of you guys right here. So, oh, there's 41 of you guys here right now, and I have 30 likes. Can you just hit the like button, please? Yeah, that would really be good. Help me a lot. Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you guys for, like, you know, all the birthday wishes on the community page. Yeah, thank you for celebrating my 60th birthday with me. Okay. I'm not gonna break out the liquor because there's some of us here are, like, you know, really sensitive about drinking liquor. Okay, so let's gonna play a little bit of this and see how it goes. Just give me a second while I set everything up. Where are we? Yeah, so this the other day I was doing a sort of a guitar dubbing for a arrangement I was doing, and I was using the what was I using? Oh, I used the Japanese 50 traditional strat for the lines and the solos, but for most of the other sounds that, you know, that I required in the arrangement, I was using my G&L Blues Boy, which is so good because it just cuts through and just kind of sit nicely in the mix. Yeah, so I tell you, I don't regret buying the G&L Blues Boys because it's so versatile. I could play solo on it if I want, play lines on it if I want to, but it's the texturing, you know, and it's got this unique tone where I can choose between the humbuckers and the bridge pickup. So it's got that nice rhythm thing. Yeah. Okay, so any sound? No? Why? Oh, I know why. Ooh, that's pretty loud. Oh. Hope I'm hooked up to the right place. It's so soft. Okay. Oh, thank you, Aaron. You're from North Texas. Cool. Oh, the Dullahan? Yeah, the Dullahan is a nice guitar. Really, seriously, it's really a nice guitar they have. Now, why am I not hearing anything? Can you guys hear anything? Oh, there you go. You still want the Blues Boys? Go and get it, Steven. a great guitar. So hang on, let's hear how it sounds like. This is the S500. So I probably got a patch for this. Okay, what amp should I use? Let me just use this, I guess. Okay, so this is the first pickup. Okay, I'm just gonna play around with it, so I'm gonna turn off my mic. Okay, tuning is like really going wonkers, so I need to tune this again. So bear with me. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna do anything because this guitar is really not. Need to set it up properly because I guess the nut is catching the strings and it's going out of tune. So I need to set this up properly. I had the same problem with the Skyhawk too, but after playing it for a while, it kind of like settled down. So this is just out of the box. So I need to kind of like set it up properly. I don't want to give you guys a false impression of this guitar. So watch for the reviews. But yeah, look at it. I'm gonna adjust the. Just the exposure so that you can actually see. It's a beautiful guitar, nice grain, nice pickguard. So this is the 40th Anniversary S500. Right, maple neck, maple fretboard, the MFD pickups. It's the back, beautiful. Yeah, nice. And then this is the Skyhawk, right? This is what is it called? This what's the finish for this? What green? Sublime green, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I thought I could play a little bit of the guitar, but it's gonna take a while to set it up, and I don't want you guys to be hanging around while I'm setting up the guitar. Moretti, do I teach online? Yes, I do. Actually, I have a couple of students right now. So if you're interested, you can join my Facebook page. So I have a Facebook page called John is Just Too Loud. So you can join the page and you can PM private message me, right? If you want to. Right. So once again, thank you, Aaron, and who is this? Chris, for your super chat and super stickers. Thank you for buying me coffee. What am I currently playing? I'm currently playing two G&Ls, like I was talking about just now. I'm playing a Comanche as well as a Blues Boy, and that is just some of the guitars that I'm playing right now. My favorite right now is the 50th anniversary, 50th traditional Strat from Japan. My Luke 2, and there's another contemporary Strat made in Japan, which I bought in 1986, 87. Yeah, these are my go-to guitars. Really, Tony? Yeah. So you like me? I like red guitars too. I used to not like white guitars because I'm like typical Singaporean. White, it gets dirty real fast and then it's gonna look old and dull after a while. But after I bought that 50th Strat, the main Japan Strat, I'm liking the white look. So it's basically about how I would need to kind of like what's the word for it? Or why am I out of focus? Oh man, why am I out of focus? Spot focus. Why am I on spot focus? Okay, am I in focus right now? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, white is being to kind of like grow on me. So white guitars are nice. Daniel Kong, oh yeah, John, do you have any experience with Van Zandt guitars? I love them and have feel, but they're very... Yeah. Van Zandts are really hard to find in Singapore. And no, that's the reason why I do not have experiences with them. Andrew, in your experience, do the amp models in your software really come close to the sound? That's a good question. To the sound of the amps they are modeling. I know they sound really good, but do they actually sound authentic? Okay, if you're gonna be picky about it, you can only tell when you're playing. Okay, this whole theory about amps as opposed to software modeling You got to understand one thing, all right? A couple of things. One is that amps drives air, so sound is coming out from the speaker cone. And if you ever have a pair of great monitor speakers and you're blasting it in the studio, and you can probably feel the air is coming out at the bottom end. So that's what happens, you know. And if you stick a mic right in front of the speaker, the mic is going to pick up some of this too. So it's a movement of air that is affecting certain nuances when the mic picks up this whole capture, right? Now in modeling, what they try is to emulate like, you know, those cap simulation or IRs. They try to emulate how does it sound like coming out true from a speaker to a microphone. And you know, the microphones, there's so many ranges of microphone. SM57, you have the ribbon mic, you have say a 4-4 or a U87. There's so many choices of mic. So every mic has its own characteristics. So it's really mind-boggling. But let's not go there. I find that during my experience, when I'm playing, say, a Marshall, because I used to tour the Marshall JCM 800, and they'll probably stick a SM57 right in it. And I used to have very good engineers, so I used to get a really good sound coming out from my floor monitor. You get what I mean? So I'll be far away from the amps. If I'm close to the amp, I can probably hear what the amp is doing. You know, it's just right behind me. And you know, when the amp is right behind you, you are actually your ears are designed in a way that you pick up stuff in front of you. You know, unless some you have like ears facing the other way, but we do that. And whatever is coming up behind you is gonna sound a little bit muffled, right? Yeah. So what some players would do is, like, you know, if they were to play the Fender twin reverb, they would get the twin reverb or the amplifier facing right in front, you know. And that's why some of the amplifiers have, you know, little stands where you can tilt the amp. But when you're playing with a Marshall, you know, you can't do that. So that's why Marshalls are meant to be played really loud, right? So when you're hearing that behind you, you have that little mask of a cut in high frequency, and you would think that, oh, it sounds really warm. But if you stick your head right in front of the speaker grill, you're gonna get blasted, because the high frequency will be there, because you'll be like boosting up the highs, you're bringing up the brightness and stuff like that. So that's what's gonna come out to the microphone. But in the mix of all that, you have the air that I was talking about, the movement of air, and that's where we call it the actual sound, where it's non-processed, like it's raw. And then it's up to the engineer in the front of the house to kind of like manipulate with EQ and you know, whatever. Now with amp modeling, everything is done digitally. So what I've discovered is that when I'm playing with my Line 6 Helix or whatnot, if I'm playing it through my fallback, I used to have that 2 fallbacks when I tour. I still do, but you know, in this case, in this current tour that I'm doing, I don't have it. And I'll be playing, and it sounded okay, because you know, with the FFR, with the FRFR, it sounded okay. It sounded like an amp, because it's still speaker and there's still movement of air. So for me, standing there, it's cool. But remember that the signal is just for my monitoring. The signal is very different going to the FOH, to the front of the house, because it's all digital. You get what I mean? So there's no microphones involved. It's just a direct line from my Helix stereo line directly to the front of the house. And you can only tell when you're hearing it with your in-ear monitors. And then you go like, wow, there's this high fidelity, high kind of crispiness to it that is not what you are hearing on the FFR. So you know that this is digitalized, and that's the difference. But again, on the live show, you can't tell the difference, because everything is going to come out from the big speakers that you have during concert. The audience won't go like, oh, I can hear a hint of digitalization in that guitar. So they're not going to hear that, because everything will be coming out of speakers. You get what I mean? So there's still movement of air. So it all works. Now, in terms of recording, this is where EQ has to come into play. So when I'm recording with my Helix Native, I need to like kind of EQ it in the sense where what I'm hearing through the speakers is going to be what I want. And then it's like me as a engineer in the front of the house. So I'm gonna like tweak it in such a way that it sounds natural. And I guess a lot of you guys out there, or some of you guys out there, will have problems with that because you probably wouldn't know about how to EQ stuff, and some of us will like just lay it flat and hope to God that it will sound okay. But just remember, it's all digitalization, so it's gonna sound digital. Right, so you have to kind of play around with your EQ. It's good, like if you're into amp modeling software and what the guitar rigs and whatever, the helixes, the fractal, whatever you have, the Kemper. It'll be good to have a basic knowledge of how amplifier works. So I have experiences with amplifiers because I played around with amplifiers when I was young. So I knew how the gain stages work, the equalization works, what's a bright switch for, stuff like that. You're talking about the 4 cable method. It's not a new thing, it's been around ever since they came out with send and return, effect send and return on amplifiers. So you got to know about that, understand the logic behind it, and you'll do fine. The thing that boggles a lot of players is that the whole learning curve. That's the thing, right? The whole learning curve of how to assess this parameter, and then what does a sag mean, what's a bias, Forget about that, Keep that one side. Just concentrate on the important things like the EQ, the mid. That's important, all right? And why sometimes you don't have to like add a lot of highs, but instead cut the lows. Yeah, stuff like that. So I was a record engineer for like 2-3 years. So we were taught like instead of adding stuff, you take off stuff. So if I hear a guitar signal where it's too bright, I wouldn't cut down, or do something about it. I'll probably cut out the highs a little bit. That's about it. I will cut and not add. So some of us will have the misconception that it's too bright, I'm going to add the bass, I'm going to add the mid. No, it's just going to make everything louder. you're just increasing the volume of each individual frequency. So in the end, everything is going to be louder than what it is. It's just probably top heavy or bottom heavy. That's about it. But if you were really serious about getting a good sound through equalization, then you might want to consider about cutting. Like what the G&L guitars, the PTB controls of the G&L guitars are meant. They are all flat, right? Full on, they're all flat. So all you do is to cut, right? So that's why the PTB is so good, because if I play full on and then I feel that this guitar is a bit top heavy, I just cut down the low frequency. Just cut, and it'll sound great. Right? Anything further than that, for example, you have everything on full on and it still sounds muffled, then it's probably your amp or your settings in your whatever you're using. So then you have to kind of like compensate or probably bring up a little highs. But the rule of the time is when you approach equalization on amplifiers. Sorry if I'm teaching you guys. I don't want to sound like a lecturer. The rule of time is when you're faced with an amplifier, just to keep everything flat, everything on 12 o'clock, except for the bright knob. If you have a bright knob there, just put that to null. Put everything in 12 o'clock, and then kind of work your way through. And then if you find that you don't have that crispiness that they attack, bring up the bright switch and then see what happens. And then from there, you can kind of dictate how I want my sound to be. If it's top heavy, cut the lows. Don't bring up the highs. If it sounds a bit muddy, like it's a bit like honking, cut the mids. So you gotta know, you gotta understand and identify the frequency range that all these knobs are meant for. Like the bass, it's probably ranging from 90 hertz to maybe about 250 hertz, give or take. And then the mids will be around from 150 or 200 hertz all the way to be 1K or maybe 2K. And then the highs will probably be about 3K to 10K, maybe less than that, 5K. And the bright switch is where you have the higher ones, like 8K onwards, 8 to 12K kilohertz. And you kind of like understand. If you understand all this, you're fine. Okay? Hope you get something out of this. You smell potato salad. Hi, David. you smell potato? Oh my good Lord, huh? All right. My chats are not coming on the live. I can see you. All right. So I hope you understand all that, Andrew. All right. Tony, I have 2 Ibanez, 2 Edwards, 1 Schecter, 1 Tally in red. Oh man. Do you have red underwear? Okay, Aaron, I've been modeling with N guitar rigs for over 10 years. I love the simplicity when recording from it. I'm not a professional level musician anymore, so it's how I'll play it till there's something new. Cool. Yeah, guitar rigs are fine. You know, I worked with guitarists for the longest time. Pablo, or no, thank you. Where are you from, Pablo Rustic? Geomay, have you tried the Sire? Oh yeah, that's the thing, because I've been trying to get hold of them. I believe there's a shop in Singapore that actually carries them, so I have yet to reach out to them. You know, I'm trying to get my hands on the 335. That'll be nice, or even one of the Strats. You know, David, I'm fine. I'm fine today. I'm pretty well rested. Been celebrating my birthday for 2 days in a row right now. I had a wonderful lunch at a really posh place, and well, I just came to know a new friend, and yeah, so he kind of celebrated my birthday today at lunch. I want to thank him. So yeah, I had a good meal, and came back and we hung around for a while. Yeah, great. And yesterday I hung around with the band because they want to celebrate my birthday as well as the 2 other guys, the keyboard player Joel and Sebastian, the other guitarist. We were all October kids. Yeah, so we were having a birthday bash there. Yeah, and that's where the potato salad came from. Yeah, really nice. I still have a caramel cake in my fridge. You know, with courtesy from Janet from from Davis Guitars, where I review all the Takaminis, the Headways, the LTDs, the Schecters. Yeah. So she's so sweet. Yeah. So I got a whole piece of caramel cake in the fridge. Can't wait to dig into that. I love caramel cakes. Anyway, Pablo, hey, I have this question. I'm in the market for a metal rock guitar. Should I get a Les Paul or a Strat with dual humbucker? When you talk about a Stratocaster, we buy a Stratocaster because we want the single coils. Unless you're a Van Halen diehard, pardon the pun, but if you're a Van Halen diehard, then all you need is just one humbucker, right? But if you're not, most of the time we will buy. If you choose a Stratocaster, we wanted the single coil sound, and we probably have a single double. But if you're playing hard rock, just get a Schecter, one of those heavy looking guitars, with EMGs, so that you don't buzz, and with your powerful pickups, or wherever it suits you, like the what do we call it, knuckle buster or something. Those killer humbuckers. I'll get a Les Paul, Todd, I need some good lessons in EQing. Oh, I hope you learned something from what I just said, Todd. Black Star amplifiers are superb, David. Yes, they are. They are. I love Black Stars. In fact, I'm contemplating on getting rid of this and getting a Silverline. But I have to kind of see what my finances are right now. Sly Dog, nice name. I love my Harley Bentons. Was the matte black ST any good? You need to change pickups. The pickups are actually fine. I find that pickups are actually fine. My only gripe about that guitar is it just feels I don't want to use the word cheap because it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like there are a lot of sharp edges around and the side, but which you can rectify. I wasn't happy with the Aramet fretboard. I didn't find it comfortable, and it's kind of have a weird tint to it, sort of purplish thing to it. Other than that, everything is fine. The matte black body, I think it's basswood, if I'm not mistaken. They're all fine, even the hardware, they're pretty around the mill. You can probably change you can probably stick a what you call that, the Vega tremolo and wow, you're gonna have a killer guitar. And if you want to change the pickups, fine, go for it, It's a good guitar to kind of like mod on, but I would advise not to spend too much money on the mods for that guitar. If you are okay with the pickups, for me it suffices. You know, it delivers, as you can see from the demo, right? So the only thing I might change is probably the trem, which works fine too, because I didn't have problem doing what I'm a trem player, so I didn't have much problem doing what I used to do on that stock trem. So yeah. All right, so where were we? Are you in UK? Good, great. Which part of UK, Sly Dog? Mike Stroud. My favorite amps are Marshall, Mesa Boogie, and Fender. Cool. Yeah, they are part of my favorite amps. I couldn't afford a Mesa though. Mesa Boogies are so expensive. Yeah. Who are you? Chardonnay. Wow, nice. Celebrate for a week, man. I wish. I don't have that much friends going around. In case you guys don't know, I don't have much friends. You know, my old man used to tell me, look, son, you don't have to have a whole lot of friends. Just a couple of good ones, and that would tide you for the rest of your life. So I kind of took that into heart, and I don't really have a lot of friends, even though you know Facebook, you have a whole lot of friends and all that, but those are just acquaintances and nothing. You know, there are a couple of guys I can count within the hand, you know, that I trust, you know, who trust me. Well, my best friend is still Jesus, so don't really matter. Andrew, yes, thanks for going into your details. You're welcome, Andrew. Kevin Liu, you're from Singapore, I presume. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just a normal guitarist, you know, trying to get by. I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning. So I caught flagship guitars good to own. G280 fat pickups, not as normal humbuckers. Yeah, they're a bit different. Yeah, the humbuckers are a little bit. In fact, yeah, they're different from the normal humbuckers. But they're okay. They're okay. You just need to control them a little bit. They behave a little bit like the Seth Levers. Yeah. So in case you do not know about Seth Levers pickups have this tendency to kind of, because they're microphonic, and they kind of like tend to give off certain frequency and certain response that might not be good for your playing, because they tend to feedback, but in a nice way. So you have to kind of tame it. Yeah. But if you if you're looking for other guitars, then you might want to consider the Harley Bentons, the Fusion Pro. They're good guitars. They're great guitars. Thank you, David. Thank you, Askin. Mr. Askin, thank you for your coffee. So kind. Our Sly Dog, you're from North Yorkshire. Oh, awesome. Yorkshire. Is that how you pronounce it? Yorkshire or Yorkshire? David Jones, I bought the Harley Benton SC500 Deluxe Parrot. Oh, Amber. Oh, nice. Absolutely gorgeous. Have you reviewed that one? No. In fact, I haven't reviewed a whole lot of the SC series from Harley Benton. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll get there one day. Provided they still, are willing to send guitars my way. I got a feeling they're kind of holding out. But, I don't know. I might just be jumping to conclusions. We'll see how it goes. I guess the COVID-19 really hit the company. I mean, most companies were hit. Tony, I like lacquered surface fretboard. Lacquered. Oh, okay. So you're talking about like the maple fretboard with the lacquer. Yeah, they're nice. I have a Tally which is like that. And if I'm not mistaken, my Fender's Made in Japan Stratocaster is the same. They're lacquered. Murete Distante. Wow. Langley's are super cool. Have you ever tried an Ironheart? I actually did. Didn't I just did a review of an Ironheart? I could be wrong. Was that Ironheart? Huh. But I tried the Ironheart kind of pedal, like an amp in a pedal. That's pretty cool. Daniel Kong, I wish I could get my hands on a vintage Fender amp. Seems hard to find here. I really love the black face sound, and the modern amps don't seem to sound. No, they don't sound the same because what you call it, the components that's been used back in the 70s, they're not the same. Lewis had a Mesa Boogie dual. Oh yeah, that's a bomb. Yeah. I always loved the dual rectifier. They're like killer, the killer amps. I had an amazing experience today. The field across the river. Oh, the field across the river was burning fiercely. Fortunately, no one's hurt or died, but the smoke came into the skew, so the class was over. Cool. So you guys, how do you do? I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's in Korean. How do you do in your test? Were you the one who asked me to pray for you when you had a test? How do you win? Have you had the results yet? So you have no class today. So cool. Let's see if I can play this. Can I play this again? Okay, I'm just gonna like talk and try to get this guy in tune at the same time if I can. Still want to play this though. The Harley Benton big tones are superb. Cool. Have you guys saw the review on the MG300? The NUX. Have you seen the reviews? What do you guys think about it? So in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually stretching the strings in my own way. The correct way would be to do this, where you pull up and then you pull down. I'm doing the B strings. Now be careful because you don't know your strings. Sometimes you can just break strings. Grumo Fardo. Where you from, Grumo? It's an interesting name. It's a question again. Hi John, since you like G&L guitars, do you intend to review a Super Hawk? Wow, yeah, I would love to, but they don't bring in Super Hawks these days, so it's gonna be hard. Hi Joshua. Yeah, that's one guitar that I really like, Grumo. It's an interesting guitar. Oh, you messed up on a test? Okay. Well, anyway, you'll do better next time. I used to get really nervous when I take tests back in the days when I was in school. I don't know why, but I wasn't really good at studies, so I only aced certain subjects. English is one of them, but I always fail maths, so I'm really bad in maths and science. I was good at literature, Shakespeare and all that. I really love it. I was good at history, I guess, for a while. I love history. The only problem is that we over here in Singapore, we learn about the local history. Like, it's kind of boring because the country was like really young, and would love to know more about Second World War and stuff like that. So what I did back then, when I was young, I was so interested in American history that I would kind of like get my dad to kind of bring me to the American embassy on the weekends. And back then the American embassy was like a clubhouse. It's open to public. We're talking about back in the 60s, from the 60s to the early 70s. Not like now. It's like a fort. It's like the security is so tight. Because we go up to the American embassy to get our visas. And the security will be so tight that sometimes it gets so frustrating. But they're better at it now, because at one time they were so bad. It's like at one time, a couple of years ago, about a decade or so ago, and I was waiting in line, for my turn to be interviewed, and then there was this Chinese guy who's like has a sort of a business dealing in the States, and he's applying for a visa to go up. And they were asking me all sort of questions, and he was so ticked off. He just threw his whole application into the the counter and just, screw this. I'm not going to the States. You guys can keep your visa. I'm not doing any business in the States anymore. He was so frustrated. It gets really bad. But back in the days, as I was saying, back in the 70s, any guy can just walk into the American embassy. So I would go up there on the weekends with my dad, and he would just kind of like hang around and looking at all the paintings in some of the rooms, and I would be like in the library reading up about American history. Yeah, about the Civil War, the slave, the you know, how Lincoln did what he did. You know, that's fun. This guitar is really wonky. Tuning is so erratic. Okay, stabilized now for the moment. Okay, so Grumo, you're from France. Hey, great. Comment allez-vous? Bonjour, bonjour. Don Legan, nice guitar, first time. Where are you from, Don Legan? Tony, Tony. By the way, Nuix is building pedals for Amazon. Really? Cool. Well, the guys in Nuix actually reached out to me, so we have a sort of a dialogue going on right now. So yeah, just stay tuned for a couple of new products that's coming out. It's pretty cool. Where am I now? David Jones. Have you ever played the old Bunny Les Paul? No. Lost it, I think, back in the 80s. Apparently made with all the real Gibson. Really cool. I didn't know about that. Huh. Chrissy Anderson. Hi, John. Love the way you play, and those fingers really rock. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Where are you from, Chrissy? Miss Anderson. Where are you from? I think you're the first female that ever entered into this all-male domain of this live stream. Welcome, Chrissy. Welcome. Lincoln Schultz. Your thoughts on the what? MFD pickups. Oh, great question. Yeah, hi, Greg. Gregory, how are you? That's a great question, Lincoln. When I first started playing on a G&L guitar, that was the S500, the blue ones, the Fullerton. I guess it's just a Fullerton model, and with the same MFDs that you see here right now. The first time I played on it, I was like kind of like, yeah, it sounds kind of weird, you know. I'm not used to the MFDs back then, but as I kind of like tweak it, you know, play around with the EQ on the guitar itself and the EQ on my whatever, you know, wherever I was using, you know, the amps or, and they kind of like, wow, these are really nice pickups because, okay, the thing about the MFDs, they have higher outputs, but not only that, it's a full range output, meaning there are certain harmonics in it that you won't get on a normal single coil pickups. You get what I mean? And it sounded really full and nice. So once I get this thing going, you know, I'll show you, like, you know, you have a certain frequency a boost, you know, and that's what makes it so nice, the MFD pickups. Okay, we're gonna try again. See, hopefully this tuning would be stabilized. Right, so where are we again? Yes, Greg, you were saying. Where are you, Greg? I don't see you now. Oh, hey, John, I have a friend who wants to know if you do Windows as... Yes, I do. I do chimneys too, in case you're interested. Gregory was talking about a picture that I posted in Facebook where I depicted the duality of a rock and roller, where, you know, in one picture I'm holding this Stratocaster, this Richie Sambora Stratocaster, and on that picture I was mopping the kitchen floor. Yeah, same to me. I'll get his chimney done. Okay, Don Illigan, you're from Washington DC. Cool. Hi, Terry Atkinson. You sound like a Brit. Are you a Brit, Terry? I'm sure I met you before here. Yeah, I'm sure you came by here before. I was hearing the nut catching. Yeah, you're right. See, it's running again. And you're right. It's always the nut. It's a nut job. I could rectify this real fast if I want to, but I'm gonna live with it for a while and see what I can get by. Let me get my tuner working. Okay, it's okay. Terry, you're from Tennessee. Wow, nice. Chrissy, you're from Raymond. Wow. Okay. Remind me again. What is WA? Is that Washington? Raymond, Washington? No. Oh. Fortnite. Hi, John. Brian from. Oh, hi, Brian. See, another Irish guy here. we are not in full lockdown yet, as you've asked last week. Please pray for our health service under great pressure. Okay, I will keep you guys in prayer. How can I keep tuning stable on my 2-point tremolo bridge while I'm using them? Like who David was talking about, and not only David, I guess. Who was talking about the nut? It's always the nut. You know, the nut is new, so the strings will get caught up in the groove. So what I do, well, apparently this is not my guitar, right? So, but if this is my guitar, I will get a nut file, kind of like very gently file the side of the slots. It's just the side, not the bottom, right? Just the side, so that it has a little bit more leeway. And if you do it correctly, you don't have to like put on lubricants and stuff like that, because they're actually like, you know, pencil lead and stuff like that. You can actually put it on, but these are a bit messy, so I try not to go there if I can. And I believe this is a bone nut. This is a real nice bone nut, and I love bone nuts because they sound different, right? But if you want to have really stable tuning, then probably get a Tusk, you know, because they're self-lubricated. So it's never about the tremolo bridge unless something is wrong in the whole setup. Like I had an experience with my G&L Comanche, right? There was this, you know, where the plate is, it kind of catches up on the tremolo arm, and that kind of causes some problems. So I got Wayne to kind of fire it down, and yeah, it was rectified. Okay, David, all the best for Ireland, brother. I'm in Cumbria, UK. Gather getting very physical, I hear. Stand up for your rights. Oh wow. So I think it's really, like, you know, things are getting really bad over there, I guess. But yeah, I'm sure things will like kind of like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's coming into winter right now. How time flies. Yeah, the thing about it, we're hitting November soon. Huh. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to catch up. Okay, yeah, welcome back, Terry. Todd, you saw the picture, right? That's an old picture, you know. I posted a couple of years back. It was almost 10 years now. You know, Terry Atkinson. The name is British origin, though. Oh, okay. So you're from Tennessee, but Atkinson, yeah, Atkinson is like, you know, Rowan Atkinson, right? Mr. Bean, right? See something, Phil from New York. Cool. I hope you guys are staying safe. You know, especially you guys in the UK, Ireland, and the States. You know, winter is coming in, so, you know, protect yourself. You know, wear a mask. Chutney looped the nut with pencil lead. I know, but this is not my guitar. Like I said, this I have to return to City Music. I don't want to mess it up. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right, Chrissy. Thank you. So in Washington State. Cool. David, just what's your opinion on brass nuts and saddles, John? Oh no. Brass are supposed to be really good for sustain, I guess. I use a couple of guitars with the brass blocks for a tremolo system, and they're nice. Expensive though, but they're nice. But then again, after using the Vega Tram, I kind of like realized that, well, the bulk of the tremolo block does help, but it's not the all-consuming factor in sustain. The Vega Tram was like one of the few trims I really enjoy playing because it gives me a flexibility and there's no change in tone, basically. With the breast nut, it looks kind of funky, right? Don't you think so? If I have an anodized pickguard with a breast nut, that might work with Go hardware. Saddles with brass. You know what? I would love brass saddles on my Telecaster. That will work. You know, those traditional ones. That would be nice. But brass saddles for my Strat, nah, I don't think so. I don't know whether they have like brass, what you call it? You know, the whole tunematic saddles and tunematic bridge for Les Paul. I don't know whether they have like, they actually came up with brass ones. That'd be interesting. That I might put on my Les Paul. What is that? See something. Have you played any of the Harley Benton Les Paul? Yeah, I did. I actually did a review on that. You might just want to check the playlist. You know, so in case you guys don't know about my channel, I actually like separated created a couple of playlists. So if you're looking for Harley Benton guitars, you can just go directly to the Harley Benton playlist. If you want to have a gander at the G&L Guitarist, you have a G&L playlist. Or you want to have a gander at some of the amps that I review, it's under the amps and pedals and whatnot. They're all like separated out, contextualized into a playlist. So it's for your convenience. So you might just want to take a look, right? And again, another shout out to the super chat, super sticker. So you want to buy me coffee, please feel free to go ahead. And again, be part of the patrons to support this channel. Right? What's that? Suwari. Where you from, Suwari? That's an interesting name. So you're from Sabah, okay? We do had a chat on Facebook that day. Cool. I have chats with a lot of people on Facebook, so yeah, sorry. Chrissy, can you discuss your thoughts on Tube M? Thomas E! Oh my, that's not a coffee, Thomas. That's a full meal. Thank you, Thomas. I just had lunch with Thomas this afternoon. And there he comes in with that. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry, Chrissy. I was distracted. Can you discuss your thoughts on the Tube M maintenance? I have a Katana 50 Mark II. I'm worried I will spend all my time biasing and changing tubes. No, you don't actually have to maintain your Tube M. What would be good is that if you have a full Tube M, the older ones will tell me like to power up the tubes before you even start playing. It's like it's like a old radio, an old tube radio that you had back in the 50s, where you had to power up, turn on the radio and let it warm up so the tube will be warm enough. So that's what you do for Tube amps, and that's a good practice. So if you're gonna play at 9 p.m., you leave it on for an hour or so, or half an hour. That would do. And right after playing, right, put it on standby. That's what a standby switch is for, like the old Fender amps. That's the reason why they have a standby switch. So if you don't have a standby switch, just switch off your volume and let the tube run its course without any signal coming in for another half an hour or so, or 15 minutes, and then you power down. So that's one way to maintain the tube. Our tubes are very sensitive to sudden surge of power, like signal coming in. You notice when if you have a chance to look at a tube, in a Tube amp, when you hit your chords, when you're doing a power chord, they kind of like light up for a while because there's like signal going in. So yeah, you might just want to think about that. And occasionally, just wipe down your amp, and that's about it. The biasing and all that, I wouldn't think too much about that, unless you're really geeky and you want to go for the sag and the biasing and whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's up to you. If there's adjustment for it, but for me, I would just leave a Tube amp by itself. I'm actually surprised that Katana is a Tube amp, because I haven't played on a Katana before. I hope this helped, Chrissy. Sergio, that's a Legacy? No, it's not a tribute. This is a 40th anniversary G&L S500 Fullerton Deluxe. Yep. So it's a 40th anniversary. With Clusen. This is like crazy. This is a Clusen tuner, really traditional, like the ones where you put in and then you just kind of like wind up. If this guitar is mine, I would change the string tree because the string tree is part of the problem. It's still out. So Thomas, how was the rehearsal? I mean, how was the jam that you did? Was it good? So in case you guys want to know who Thomas is the guy who plays that bass on some of my covers, especially the one in Shut Up Train and Everybody Wants Through the Wall. So Thomas is the bassist for both of those songs. So Thomas, if you're around, just say hi to everybody. I'm sure they love that bass play. This is bad. This nut is crazy. Oh, okay. So the katana is sort of stand. That's what I was like wondering. The katana is not a tube amp. So if you're in a market for a tube amp, then yeah, there's something to think about. And okay, for all purposes, try not to get, if you can afford it, try not to get a used tube amp. I would rather you get a brand new one. So if I were to get a new amp, I would probably get a new amp. So a brand new amp, a brand new tube amp. That would shave off years of headache, and trouble for you. Hi, Christian Lin. In your experience, what's the best implementation of a split coil guitar? Best implementation. I really don't know what's your question. You want to go into detail about your questions? Sergio, I'm just in for the live. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Sergio. Where are you from, Sergio? From Mexico? From Spain? Grumo, I got my Super Hawk tribute from Anderton's in March. Thomann has some too, but maybe a local shop can get one. Yeah, I'll try and look into it. Chutney, brass is ugly, but bone is great sounding and nice looking. Yes, you're right. The SC500 Deluxe Amber Flame is gorgeous, plays beautifully. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Hurdy-gurdy. Oh, thank you. Davy Jones, I kept on pronouncing your name as Davy Jones, the pirate. David Jones, I paid about £260 for my HP SC550. I honestly don't know how they make any money. Yes, that's always been something that puzzles me every time. Exactly, it's crazy. Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you for that coffee. Much appreciated. You love clean and TH. What's that? What's that, Chrissy? TH? Okay, so what's the question before that? So Wari, I totally understand that. You were definitely inspiring me to make my own YouTube channel. Thanks for everything. You too. Yeah, stay safe. Take care. Sergio, it's made in the US. Wow, what do you think is better, the American G&L or the American Fender? For me, it depends. I have to be truthful. I love G&L guitars. Okay, this everybody knows that. I'm a fanboy. But there's some Fenders that are really nice. So it depends on what models. If I were to choose between a Fender Stratocaster that they came out with, even like some of the custom or what the higher range American player, no, not American players, the elite or whatever they used to call them, elites, but now they're calling something else. I would rather get a G&L. I would rather get a Legacy, which is totally Strat, with single coil pickups, not even the MFDs, the G&L single coil, just totally strat. I'll rather get a Legacy. Why? Well, because I love the neck of a G&L guitar. I just somehow, every time, this one, right, it's just by playing on it, it just feels like home. And that's the word, home, for me. And because it's medium jumbo, 9.5 fret radius, I'm really comfortable with it. And the killer part is the dual fulcrum tremolo arm. Right now, the tuning problems that you hear, which was mentioned by some of us here, is that it's just because of the nut, right? It's not because of the dual fulcrum. The dual fulcrum works beautifully, you know. Right? So it's out again because of the nut, not because of the dual fulcrum. And I love the dual fulcrum tremolo. This is one of my favorite tremolo other than the Vega trem. Yeah. Alright, so where Todd, I have an appointment this afternoon. Gotta run. Alright, take care, Todd. You take care, buddy. Love you. T. Jackson, Jonathan gonna play some damn Fogelberg. No. They were asking, does anybody know if bone bridge pins increase tone versus plastic pins on acoustic guitar? Well, I could tell you that. Yeah, get ebony. Ebony's the best. Yeah, ebony pins are really good. Throw away the plastic ones. Yeah. Chrissy, wow, nice. See, you have a fan here, Sawari. Sergio, you're from Peru. Wow, cool. Oh, that's interesting. You're the first Peruvian in this channel, in this live stream at least. There you go. David said the same thing as me. Yeah, so try and get the ebony ones. They're really nice. Christian, I heard from a previous video you didn't like the concept of splitting coils. Has there been an instance where you found it to be tolerable or even good? Alright, David, you take care, brother. Yeah, God bless you. Well, as long as there is no drop in volume, because most of the split coils that Harley Benton has, there's a significant drop in volume when you switch to a single coil. And as far as tones are concerned, they're mostly a little bit too thin for my liking. I would love, it's really hard to find because the closest that I could get are the Seymour Duncan, the Pearly Gates, which I have on my Fusion Pro HSH. And what's the other one? Oh, the what you call it? The hybrid something. What is it? Hybrid something. Anyway, that was split coil, but the volume drops was not drastic. It was quite almost there with the humbucker, and the tone was really nice. So I was really impressed with the Seymour Duncans, and that's why I always love Seymour Duncans. But there's some pickups that doesn't do this really well. I played a lot of pickups, a lot of guitars, right? Some from LTD and some from Schecter and stuff. Well, the Schecter ones are not too bad because they are Seymour Duncan pickups. Go figure. Right. So you want, if I were to have a split coil guitar, I would want it to behave in such a way where the volume is not too drastic and I can still use the sound. Like the ones, the Fusion Pro that I have, the HHT, which has two, I believe these are LAF's Roswell pickups. They are split coilable, but I never used them. I never used the split coil at all because the drastic volume difference is just too much. So I love the pickups for what it does. So I kind of like tune everything around the pickups. Alright. So B-Pin Limbo. Oh, where are you from? And thank you for your birthday wish. Thank you so much. Chrissy, what is the cleanest, most headroom 20 watt tube for small open mic performance? I don't know. Like I said, this is like 15 watts. This Langley is pretty good. This is an all tube amp. This is a VC15, and it's pretty loud. So you might want to take a look at the the Langley amps. Yeah, the Blues Junior will work fine. Yeah, they will fine. But for me, whether I'm playing in a big room or a small room, it don't matter, because if I can handle the bulk, I would get like a bigger amp. Yeah, you can always play softer if you want to, right? So it's always good to have like a slightly heftier headroom, you know, especially when it comes to tube. Sergio, oh, thank you, Sergio. Lincoln, is there much difference in the sound of a pickups between the American-made G&L and the Indonesian-made G&L? Some people say they are the same. I don't know, because there are a couple of G&L tribute that I played, which sound really different from the Fullerton Deluxe. They just sound really different. It could be the wiring. It could be a whole lot of reason, you know. But they are the same pickups, you know. Believe it or not, they're the same U.S. made pickups. Just maybe they're potted differently, you know. Or the wood, I don't know, a whole lot of factors. There's only one time where I played on a tribute, on a tribute Comanche. It didn't sound at all like my Fullerton Deluxe Comanche. So that may be just a fluke. You know. Beeping, you're in Singapore. Great. Good to have some locals here every now and then. Yeah. Aaron, Gibson Buzzsprockers Pros have a great single called Split Tone. I have one on my LP Studio Deluxe. They also have an active. I see. That's because you have an active. You have an active configuration in your guitar. That's the reason why, you know, it matches. The EMGs have really nice active pickups, humbuckers that can split call, and in that you will definitely have a nice balance of volume because they're active pickups. Fortnite, hi John again. Your opinion please on Japanese Fenders. I have a 50th anniversary Telecaster. Good for you. If you love the guitar, don't sell it, because Japanese made Fenders are like to die for. Yeah, they are really great guitars. Patrick James Worrell, thank you so much. Where are you from, Patrick? Christian, what was your first electric guitar, and if you could have any guitar, which guitar would you have as my last guitar? Sorry, there'll be no last guitar until it ain't over till it's over. Okay, so there will never ever be a last guitar. My first guitar was I'm talking about electric guitar, right? So my first electric guitar was good lord, a Fender Mustang. I bought the Fender Mustang like for a couple $100, and I sold it for a couple $100. I should have kept it. It was a great guitar. Hey Jace, okay, good night. Okay, good night, Jace. Yeah, so that was a Fender Mustang. Love the guitar, you know, but you know, sadly it's not with me anymore. See something. I have a Black Star HT Club 40, and I find it very versatile, especially if one makes use of the volume control and pickup selection. Cool. That's nice. Where are you from? See something. I know you're here. You were here before, I guess. You're in East London, Patrick. Wow, good for you. Great. We have a couple of Londoners here. They drop in every now and then. Alan, I guess, is from London, I'm not mistaken. It's another guy. I forgot his name. Ziventric. Can you play Bori in E minor? No, I can't. Sorry. Where you from, Ziventric? You're from New York. See something. Cool. Wow. Cushman NYC, another New Yorker. My Fender Tube M Super 60 has developed scratchy parts. Any idea how to clean? You could try contact cleaners, you know, and if it doesn't work, then you might just want to replace the parts. They're relatively inexpensive, depending on who you send it. You know, some of the guys will charge a bomb for the workmanship. So, you know. Sorry about that. I hope I didn't scare the shit out of you. Sorry. Did I just say shit? Hope I didn't like scare the living daylights out of you. So this little toggle here is the parallel, if I'm not mistaken, parallel wiring. So hold on, this is the wrong setting. Let's give the Comanche. No, sorry, you guys can't hear anything. Try to pick up on the harmonics of these pickups, you know, the MFT pickups. You can probably hear it if you pay attention to it. Okay, sorry about that. The string broke. Yeah, I broke the string. Why? Just snapped into two. Strange. This is amazing. It just kind of like, okay, it broke at the bridge, and then it kind of uncoiled itself from the tuning pack. Interesting. Okay, enough playing for tonight. So, where were we? Okay, so you're a classical guitarist. Good for you. You're from Germany. Wow. Let's escape some of this stuff. Force quit. Hold on, just give me a second because I'm trying to like exit some of the programs that I don't need so I can have. Guess you have iTunes going on. God knows why. QuickTime Play going on. God knows why. Alright, so I have all this exited out. Yep, so where are we? Fortnite. Hi John, again Brian from Northern Ireland. I agree on the Japanese Fender Telecaster. Mine is white, double blinded. Go hardware, no chance of selling. Yes, keep it. Keep it. Huang Sen? Is that? Yeah? Good evening. Welcome. See something. Have you heard of Phil Craigie? Yes, I've heard of him, but not really into his music. I never actually listened to his stuff. Yeah, but he's a great player, a great Christian artist. Tony Lowe, all Japanese guitarists are good. Not all of them, though. Yeah, I beg to differ. But most of them. Okay, most of them are really good. Aaron, back to work. Oh, okay. Have fun. Is that a drum machine? What kind? That's a drum plugin called Addictive Drums. Yeah, for your digital audio workstation. Yeah. You sure about that, Chrissy? Well, if your dog can dance, that'll be great. Because my dog can't dance. My two dogs, all they want is like, when early morning when I wake up, I would like go to my fridge, take up a piece of papaya. In Singapore, they sell papayas like, they'll cut it in pieces and they'll be slotted into real plastic bags, so you can just eat it off the cuff. And every morning when I go to the fridge, open the door, and there they go. The two of them would just be right beside me looking up. Okay, so it's papaya time. That's all they do. That's all the dancing they do. Cushman NYC. I pick up a Japanese Epiphone. Ooh, Elitist Worlds. Whoa, yeah. The Japanese made Epiphones are the bomb. Yeah, they're really good. Okay, I have a Japanese brother here. I can't pronounce your name. Sachaman, right? Sachaman. You've been here before, yeah? Tony, check out the Fender Made in Japan Modern Series. Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff that I want to check out from Fender, which I spoke to the guys in BandLab. In case you all don't know, BandLab is the company, or rather department in BandLab is a company in Singapore. So they're in charge of all the Fender guitars and Gibson and whatnot. So I've arranged with them. I actually mentioned about this new series that's coming out from Fender. Some of them are like, there's this alternate reality guitars that are really interesting. I want to get my hands on one of them. Yep. Chrissy, okay, got that. Daniel Kong, I agree, Tony's Japanese guitars are great. I really want to find out more about some of the more Japanese domestic brands. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, you got to be a real fan to be a really good, a great fan of Japanese guitars to know about all this. And if you hang out in places like Akibara and all that, you probably you get to see it, right? Subtrodeep Mati, hi, how are you? Lance Edred, I like content. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, much appreciated. Tony, you haven't heard of it? Yeah, me too. Sorry. Like I said, there are many diehard our Japanese guitar friends, you know. All right, David, I will. The election is on the end of the month or on the 1st of November. Can someone tell me, like, when is the election? I'll be praying. I'll be praying for America. Christian, any recommendations for electric guitars for jazz? If you can afford it, get a 335, man. Yeah, you won't regret it. And that's a keeper. If you get a good one, that's it. You know, you're not gonna look back. Get a Gibson 335. All right. Tony Lowe, the new Fender USA series is American Professional too. You take care, David. Daniel was supposed to fly to Tokyo for guitar shopping, but COVID happened. Hope you can all travel soon. Cushman NYC, thank you, man. So when's the election, Kush? Or any one of you guys, any one of you Americans out there, when is the election? Is it on the 1st of November or 30th of October? Was it the end? Oh. I would like to try a new Fender Youth series because of its new dark night color. Have you seen any one of those, like in Taipei or in Taiwan? Did they carry it in Taiwan? So in case you guys haven't pressed the like button, can you just smash the like button? November the 4th. All right, Tracy, thank you so much. Okay, okay. I will pray for you guys. November is going to be a crazy month for me because we're going to have like 3 live streaming concert. Not this live stream. I'm going to do 3 shows live streaming. So there's going to be 3 of it, and one of it is sponsored by Yamaha. Right, Yamaha, Singapore. So we're going to feature all Yamaha guitars for you guys who are really fans of the Pacifica and what's that, the Red Star guitars. You know, you just might want to tune in because we're gonna use all Yamaha equipment on that live stream. I think it's gonna happen. Good Lord, I don't even know when it's gonna happen because there's 3 live stream in a month, October, so it's gonna stretch out. Let me just get you the dates for the Yamaha ones. Where's the chat room for that? Oh man, can't find it? Why? Still can't find it? It's not happening. Why can't I find the chat room? Okay, there you go. So, So we have a live stream concert on the 6th of November. It's on Friday. All right. And then for the Yamaha one, I guess it would be on. It's not on my calendar because I haven't logged it in. Silly me. I should be doing that. Okay, so then. And what is this? I don't have the date yet, but I'll let you guys know because I'm gonna post it on the on the community page. So we gotta play everything through Yamaha instruments. So Jimmy will be playing on Yamaha drums, which he endorses, and Anthony will be playing on Yamaha keyboards and motif and stuff like that. And Sebastian will be using the Pot Go because his go-to is a Effecto, if I'm mistaken, Effecto, FS8 or something like that. So he's going to use the Pot Go. I'm going to stick with my Helix, yeah. And we're going to use like I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Sebastian is using the Pacifica 611 or 612, and I'm having the 611. Yeah, and we're gonna have a ref star standing by just in case any one of us breaks strings. And then Casey will be playing a Yamaha bass, so it's everything will be Yamaha. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so look out for it. Next Tuesday, Wednesday or Tuesday? Next Tuesday, November the 4th. Okay. Jesse Cohen, Brooklyn. Oh, cool. And yeah, okay. On my way to the market to get potato salad. Which reminds me, I still have some left. I'm gonna finish it off later on. Yeah, those are really good potato salad. Anthony Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure by now I will take in 100-watt Silverline by Blackstar. Cool, good for you. Yeah, the 100 watts is a good amp. It's nice and big. Yeah. So I'm not gonna get 100 watts because it's just a bit too big for me here. I don't know. I'm still like deciding whether to get and go for broke and just go for it and probably get a DeVille, a Fender DeVille. I don't know. I'm still deciding. Kenny Goody, hi. President election is on November the 3rd. So what is it? November the 4th or the 3rd? Which one is it? No, I haven't seen any. Just some demos on Instagram. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. If I can get my hands on more of those, it'd be great. I will feature it. Yeah. So, the coming reviews, I guess, in a couple of days will be this G&L S500. It's so cool, This headstock has nothing on it. There's no indication of what it is. It's just blank. And you have at the back you have this 40th anniversary, but this is a S500. Nice. Yeah, so I'm going to do a review of this as well as the Factal. I have a Factal FM3, and I'm mistaken, in the hall, and I'm going to review that too, as well as this two gadget that I got from Davis Music. They're Russian made. Pretty interesting. You got this amp thing on the pedal, right? But it runs on a 12-volt adapter, which they don't have. They didn't pass through the adapter, so I got to get it from my friend Jeffrey, who has a spare 12-volt. So I'm going to try and see whether it works. If it doesn't work, then I will not probably be doing the review at all. All right. So yeah, Red Stars are great. I love the Red Stars. I did a review, Daniel, on the Red Stars. Yeah, so you might just check it out. So Chrissy, is it on the 3rd? Guys, is it on the 3rd? November the 3rd or the 4th? And the new Skylark video was awesome. Skylark, great playing, guitar is gorgeous. Skyhawk, I mean. yeah. Thank you, Andy. Great guitarist, yeah, great guitarist. I was just telling the guys earlier on when I first started the stream that my dream guitar was to have a custom made Skyhawk, meaning covered humbuckers, a Kume. Well, it could be a tobacco or one of the orange tint ones with the grain showing. And this will be like a tortoiseshell pickguard, birdside maple neck, or rather roasted maple neck with the Caribbean rosewood fretboard and jumbo, not medium jumbo frets. Yeah, so that would be my custom idea of this guitar, which didn't pan out because the COVID-19 hit. Yeah, so guess I have to wait until I start touring again. Christian, what is your greatest challenge? What is the greatest challenge for you as a guitarist musician? I'm gonna answer this question in two parts. Okay, I just hit 60 years old, so in case you guys don't know, I just hit 60, and I've turned a corner of my career where I don't give two hoots about a lot of stuff. I guess back in the days, when you first started out, with your career, you just want to impress people and get in as much job as you can. And but I wasn't really the show off kind. You know, I had a bit of ego. I admit back in the days, but I was more or less a serious player. Like, you know, I'm really OCD about getting the parts correctly, and maybe I was a little bit overbearing with certain members of the band, especially the drummer. Yeah, because I was very particular about the way the band sounds, and the drum. You know, yes, you all know the drum. The drum is the basic point where the sound of the band is based on. So if you have a piss poor drummer, that's it. You know, you don't have a band. So I guess when at the get go, I was pretty hard on the drummers and the bassists, but not to the point of overbearing. We still get on fine. You know, it's just that maybe they felt a bit of pressure from me because I just want things to be perfect. So I guess that's where my OCD kicks in. But as I got along, after the band days was, you know, when I was playing the bands and in the clubs, those are my learning years, and I really loved them. I can't miss them. We were trying to figure out songs and trying to guess what chords they were doing and getting them all wrong. So we didn't know about the 11th chord, which a lot of songs are based on that, and the minor 7 and whatever, you know. So we just kind of like skipped through it. It's only after that when I went into recording in the studios and stuff, that I learned a whole lot of stuff musically as well as technically, and I became an engineer at the same time. So I picked up a whole lot of stuff, and as I went into production to be a producer, I picked up even more skills. So I guess the challenge would be your willingness to kind of absorb things, because people are basically well, there's this breed of people that are arrogant as well as ignorant. I used to joke that these guys are ignorant, ignorant or arrogant, whatever. You know, so we have people like that who are ignorant and arrogant at the same time. But I try not to be like that. I try to get as much information on the stuff that I'm doing, so that I know what the heck am I doing, and not to be arrogant about it, and to keep a sort of a low profile as much as you can. But sometimes the spotlight would chase you, because as I got along doing tours and started writing songs, I began to rise in prominence because some of the songs that I wrote were big hits, and you know, the record companies were like putting me in the front because they want to feature, you know, who's a songwriter, and because I was like a mini celebrity for a while. That didn't last too much because I'm not cut out for it. I choose to remain behind the scene. That's the challenge that I guess every musician will have. The temptation to be more, or to project more than you are. You know, I've seen musicians who blow and toot their horns everywhere they go, but you know, when the shit hits the fan, they can't really deliver. But at the same time, I've seen musicians who are as humble pie can be, and when they play, they're such monsters. And I met a lot of them even now today, among some of the YouTubers and some of the great musicians that I've had the pleasure of knowing through Facebook. And one of them was based in Texas. Great guitar player, you know, and humble, such humility. And I guess that's the thing that struck me. So ever since I became a Christian, I come to understand that there's actually no need to be arrogant, you know, and try not to be ignorant at the same time. Now I did tell you there's two part of the of the question. The other one is the spiritual aspect of it. Like, you know, after being a Christian, you know, I gotta watch how I behave in public. You know, as you might well know, that I come from the old school, so our language is a bit flowery, and I know I'm not supposed to curse and swear as a Christian, but sometimes little words will come out there and then, you know. But it's a whole lot better now. It used to be really bad. I was working as an engineer, and out of a sentence of say 10 words, 8 words will consist of the F word or the C word or whatever. And there was one day I got called up into the office by my boss, the one who owns the studio. They said, look, we're having a business here. We are trying to be professional about this, and it doesn't really help when you're spewing profanities every now and then. That was before I was a Christian. So I make a mental note about this, that being professional means that you have to watch your language, which I did. Right after that, I have this conscious effort to not spew profanities, even when I'm working in the studio, or when I'm doing shows overseas or whatever. That keep your language clean, be professional about it. So that's what I've been striving for all these years. And ever since I became a Christian, it's even more important that that we do not project an image that would not be good for God. I just do not want to let Him down. So that's something that I have to be really aware of. So being a musician, it's something that it's a mindset, basically. If you're really good at what you do, then keep a low profile and not to be too arrogant. And if you think you're struggling with things that you are learning, like certain things that you're not sure of, go and take lessons. Take lessons, go read, go Google, go YouTube, learn it. YouTube is such a great reservoir of information. There's certain stuff that I picked up from YouTube that that sticks with me through the years. So those things that I learned from Larry Carlton's series, or from Jay Graydon, or whoever, and certain things I pick up from listening to music. And that's another aspect that I'm trying to tell you, that if you want to be a good musician, you got to listen to music. You got to listen to a whole lot of genres of music and try to pick up and absorb as much as you can, so that you can kind of get all this influence. So I hope that answers your question. Great question. Where are we? All right, Christian. Chrissy, if I choose a Blues Cube Stage 60, oh, nice, input into low channel, I'm thinking my clean will be cleaner. Thoughts? If you haven't tried or demo this amp, no, I haven't tried the amp, but you're right. It will be cleaner if you put into the low input stage. And that S500 has a rounded headstock suite. Yeah, you're right. It looks very different, right? Almost Fender like. And then you have the new headstock. This is a Skyhawk anyway. So let's see how the Comanche looks like. So this is my Comanche. Yeah, looks exact. No, it's different from the Skyhawk, because the Skyhawk is from what is this? This is not from G&L. It's from what's it called? What research center? What is this called? Skyhawk is originally not from G&L. They're from another, right? So what research? I forgot what research. So again, the headstocks, 3 different headstocks. This is really similar to the Skyhawk, just that the Skyhawk headstock is bigger. Probably that explains the tone. I don't know, but I love the Comanche so much. Yeah, this is my Comanche, which I love so much. Yeah, so Marco Lombardo, hey, come sta? Tutto bene? Hey John, in a world where post-processing is so impactful, do you still think it's worth it to change pickups on my guitar? Yes, I do. I still think it's important to change pickups if your current pickups are not happening. If it doesn't work for you, yeah, go and change one. Go and change 2 different ones. Yeah. Daniel Conwell, nice John about the FM3. I'm still on the wait list. I've been waiting for more than a year. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. That video is gonna take a whole lot of time. I'm gonna spend like a couple of hours on a whole day. In fact, that's the thing about doing videos about multi-effects board, like the Podgo or the Camper. It just takes a whole lot of time, and I like it. It just it takes a whole lot of time, and I need to have the concentration. Kenny Goody, I wish I would have grabbed a few Japan-made Fenders years ago when I was snubbing them. What a dog I was. The ones I have played and worked on are nice. Yep. I'm not agreeing that you're a dog. I'm just agreeing the fact that you should have gotten them. Yeah. Great guitars. Okay, Lewis, it's on the 3rd. Okay, cool. Check out Ishibashi. They do ship worldwide. Yes, they do. And Dion, you play G&L so much, you should get a Skyhawk signature model. I should. I should, but I don't. Yeah. Anthony Gonzalez, for the price, looking at a Fender Deluxe Roadhouse Strat. Yeah, okay. It's up to you, you know. A lot of guys will buy Fender because of the brand. Yeah. So, whatever turns you on, man. You know, don't really matter. Congratulations, Cushman, for and Dion. A good drummer is crucial, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good drummer is that's it. You know, if you don't have a good drummer, you know, forget it. Gene, I from where? I don't see. You kind of stop. Where are you from, Gene? Or is it Jean? Lincoln Schultz. The American elections are always on the Tuesday that follows the first Monday of November. This year is on the 3rd. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that, Lincoln. Thank you. So it's always on a Tuesday. Okay. Kenny Goody. That's why I like to watch your stream when I can. You keep it clean. I try. I try. Jean, you're from south of France. Cool. You're owner of a TE70 back paisley. Great. Yeah, those are great guitars. Do you do any modification to them, Jean? Okay, Tony, you take care. Joaquina. Anthony Gonzalez, I'll watch a band here on the beach. Guitarists use a DeVille. I had a juice along with a few pedals using a Gibson Les Paul rock. Oh, yeah, definitely. Fact is, you don't even have to use any pedals with a DeVille if you're able. I could play the DeVille, you know, clean, like, you know, straight to the amp without any pedals. Although a compressor would help, but you know, I could get by without one if I'm playing on a DeVille. I played on one for a couple of hours in the shop many years ago. I was so tempted to buy it, but it was just too loud for my house, so I didn't get it in the end. Thank you. You're from Russia, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yankee. Yes, what's your question? Yeah, go ahead. Christian, thanks for the detailed response, John. I appreciate it. Hope you have a blessed day. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. You too. Andrew Awaken was shocked to hear you play metal, then realized no, it's just because I'm listening at. Yeah, alright, that's funny. Joshua, hey Joe, I was wondering if the Comanche Z calls are hum. Oh yes, they are. They are. But like I said, they're not totally hum cancelling like EMG active pickups. They are hum cancelling to a certain extent. They're more quieter than your regular single call. You know? But it's a tone, you know, great tone. Patrick, hi John. What makes the pot go effect? What? Who makes the pot go effect unit? Here you mentioned, and can be used as an interface for recording with my DAW. Oh, you mean Podgo? Podgo. Okay. Line 6 makes them. And what? It can be used as an interface. I think it can be used as an interface. Yes, it can. I had a video of this, so hold on. Just let me get you the link. Like I said, I'm going to remind you guys that my videos are kind of like in playlist. So if you're looking for pedals, you can look under pedals. If you're looking for G&L guitars, you know, it's there too. Martin guitars or whatever, you know, it's on playlist. It's like, you know, organized that way, so it's easier for you guys. Okay, so Pot Go will be under pedals. Okay, hold on, let me get. My playlist is getting more and more, so it's like, you know. I even have a playlist of guitar maintenance if you guys are interested, and also a playlist about tones, about how to go about getting tones. Okay, I'm gonna give you the Podgo link soon. Okay, got it. I'm gonna post right now. So take a look at this, Patrick. Here's the link. Okay, Genki. Hi, Jonathan. I'm from Italy. Oh wow, cool. I want to buy a Hardy B Fusion 2 HSH, but I heard that the pickups have a lot of noise. Yes, they do, and hum, and I don't have the mind to buy this. Is it true? What do you think? Yes, they are pretty noisy. Because those are like the HAF pickups, and I don't like them. That's why I swapped them to Seymour Duncans. What you should do is maybe not get the guitar, but get the Fusion Pro HH humbucker. It's a better buy, trust me. Yeah, you might want to get that. Terry Atkinson. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Yeah, it's a great multi effects board. All right, Kush. Take care, man. Cushman. Gene. And what strings do you use on your back plates, Lee? I use 010s, right? 010s for most of my guitars. Yeah. Use DR, the True Blues Nickel 09 on my SG style, and it sounds really great even unplugged, but it doesn't sound good on. Okay. As far as string gauges are concerned, you choose the ones that you are comfortable with. If you are comfortable with 09s, then stick a 09. But if you think that it doesn't sound good on your TE70, then change to 010s. Yeah, it took me a while to get all my guitars to 010s. I have a set of 11s that I'm thinking of putting on my tally, because I was thinking that the back paisley. Well, thinking of converting that guitar to a slide guitar. So I just want to raise up the saddle heights and string 11s on it and just play slide on it. Joshua, cool. Thanks for the response. I'm having some electrical interference in my house that makes it single coils almost unusable. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, you might just want to invest in EMG pickups, or get a guitar that's equipped with EMG pickups. Like I have a LTD SG here, beautiful, noiseless, right? All right, Anthony, thank you. God bless you. Yeah. He is king. He is king. Yeah, I know that. Jesus is Lord. Patrick, thanks, John. Just out of curiosity, what did you think of the Emperor, and is it worth the money? Wow, that's like, how should I say, the Emperor is good as a unit, because it's more viable to have the Emperor when you're playing live, and then you have the touch screen and everything. It works. The only thing that I didn't like about the Emperor was the tones that that are usable. You have a whole lot of presets for all the boutique amps, and because in China, I guess right now, China is really affluent, so a lot of these guys are going for the Bogner amps and some of these exotic amps that I can't even pronounce the names, and they won't go into all these heavy metal sort of genres amps, and nothing basic like a Fender. Fenders have so many amps, different types of amps, and they don't even have like a decent ones. I don't know about now. Probably they have updated the whole thing, but when I was reviewing it, there was only like a limited amount of mainstream amps to choose from, and that's my only gripe. Yeah, it's really a nice unit. I love to love it. Actually, I wanted to love it a lot, but it failed on in terms of the tones, but in terms of usability, is there. The foot switches and all that, it works. It does work as a live unit. Okay. Anthony, yes, I got a better touch in ear by listening to Larry Carlton and foreplay. Cool. Yeah. Hi, Alan. How are you? Yeah. Hope you are safe. I'm good, Alan. I'm good. I hope you are. Where you are from? Chrissy Anderson. Thanks for everything. Happy birthday, John. I'm a big fan of your channel. Have a great day. Take care, honey. Yeah, you take care. You have a good day too. Joshua R. EMGs. Have you tried? No, actually, there is a guitar that I wanted to review that has the Fluence pickups, but something happened to it. What happened to it? It was in my house. I had to send it back to Davis because the I don't know. It's like either the pickup didn't work or something was wrong with it because it needed a special tool to adjust. You know, and I didn't review that. I would love to review that guitar again because I would love to try the Fishman Fluence pickups. You know, Gunnerman 54. What do you think of a guitar that's named Clean from Hell? Is it just a guitar? Is it okay to play it? Well, I've reviewed I reviewed a guitar that's named that's what was the name, Hellraiser, right? And there's another guitar that that looks like it's all white, you know. And I didn't mention to you, I think that guitar is from Schecter. You know, Schecter makes a lot of guitars that is meant for the metal genres, and they have all sorts of demonic sounding names. But this particular white guitar that I played, I didn't think too much. I thought it was a pretty guitar. I thought it looked white, really nice. But as I was playing, you know, I kind of like felt like, okay, the white, I'm kind of familiar with the white, and then yeah, I realized that cascade white, like how you find on a white cascade, same color, like, you know, if you go to a Christian wake, you know, you see like white coffin with the white roses or white flowers. Yeah, it gives me that vibe. So it's about that. And but I didn't let it bother me because I prayed before I played. So, you know, so this whole concept of getting a guitar with demonic names and stuff like that, it's up to you, because if you feel like you don't want to get it because of the name, and just don't get it, you know. Don't think too much about it. But for me, it don't really matter, because a guitar is a guitar. It's still made from the same factory. If I'm gonna make music, I'll just make music, you know. So that's about it. And I get a comment on that review that imagine playing a pop song on a metal guitar. Yeah, why not? My question back to this individual was, why not? You can play any sort of genre of music on any guitar. Why not? Right? So something to think about. Gunnerman. You're welcome, Patrick. Jay Lane. Hi, Jonathan. I recently found your channel and I'm loving it. I have the... Oh, you had that? Okay, the Balaton, which I believe is partially based on Ampero. Yeah. The cleans on the on the GB100 is... Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. It is quite interesting. Might just want to try it later on if I get a chance. But like I said, you know, to do a review on this units will take up a whole lot of time. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna run soon, so I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my potatoes, the rest of my potato salad, and get some rest. So any more questions? You better ask them now. We have about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm off. Thank you for joining me tonight. All right. So again, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can do it in a super chat right now before I leave, or a super sticker or whatever. And if you want to support the channel, just go for the Patreon link in any of my videos. So you don't have to do a whole lot of, you know, I put a, you know, you don't have to like donate a huge amount of money. So it's up to you. So you just yeah, if you feel like supporting the channel, you know. All right, Daniel, you take care. I'm okay. I love to spend time with you guys. All right, Joshua. Oh, you have tendonitis. Hmm. Recommendations. If you can get your hands on some supplements, especially fish oil based, or curcumin is a good one. You might just want to try that. And if you're having tendonitis, sometimes tendonitis are not permanent. Sometimes it's just because you overplay, and just give it a rest. I try not to overplay. I thank God for the YouTube channel because it keeps my hand nimble because I play a lot. But there will be times when I overplay, especially when I'm doing a show and rehearsing, and like it'll be like overplaying 3 days straight, and that can be a bit worrying. So I try not to stress myself too much. So sometimes you need to have a bit of moderation. Yeah. Hope that helps. Like I said, try some of the supplements like the curcumin, and curcumin is good, as well as some of the fish-based. Like you have the even taking like fish liver, cod liver oil. All these are good. They're good for you in terms of your joints and all that. Yeah. Any more questions? Oh yeah, so I was like explaining halfway, like about the on the month of November. Other than the 3 live stream concerts they're gonna do, I have an album. I'm supposed to do guitar parts for an album, so we're talking about 10 songs. So that's gonna be taking a whole lot of my time. And apart from that, I have a song to produce, so I have to finish off by certain dates in the middle of November. So I got to get that squared away. I'm heading to the studio this Saturday for another song which I'm producing. So I'm gonna do vocals in the studio, and right after that, I'm gonna start doing backup vocals, and then it's finally off to the mix down. So I have my work cut out. Thank God for that. He's truly a provider. He's provided work for me. And that's for the whole month of November. And come December, there's a Christmas live stream show that I'm supposed to do, and hopefully on Christmas, or rather on December, that I get some time off to kind of like just chill and do some reviews and just concentrate on the channel a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be nice. And then hopefully next year, come January, there'll be other stuff happening. Oh yeah, come January, I have a 5 songs to produce, so that'll be interesting because it's gonna be done on a remote basis. Like I'm gonna like do the production here, and then the singer is gonna be recording in Beijing, in China, and we're gonna try out this software which I haven't tried before, but they tried and true. The software that allows you to kind of like talk and produce your vocals remotely through a software, and you can actually hear real time what is happening in the studio. That's pretty cool. That's so neat. Yeah, I've done mixes like that before, so this time it's about real time producing, and that will be something to look forward to. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen in this couple of months. Hopefully everything will be back to normal by June, May next year, so that we can get back to touring. I would love to visit Canada soon. Or London. Yeah, because Lamb, the artist that I tour with, he has spoken to me that he loves to tour London. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Goodman. Gibson SG. I love Gibson SGs, but you have to get the right ones, not the Epiphones or stuff. Get the original Gibson SGs, or don't get it. Get the LTD ones. They're just equally as good. A bit different shape, but the SGs are really nice. So you might just want to save up and get the original Gibson SG. Yeah, my favorite guitar. I love the SG so much. And thank you. Yeah, thank you. I hope all these videos and stuff help people, like guys who just started playing. Okay, I'm gonna have time for just one last question. Any more last questions? If there's no question, I'm gonna call it night. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, get the Harley Benton HH. You won't regret it. Prego, fratello. Prego. Alright, so there's no questions. I'm going to call it a night. Before I go, let me just say a prayer for all you guys here. Right? Just a short prayer. Thank you, Jesus. I ask that, Lord, that you watch over everyone here, even some of those who have just left. That, Lord, that you will just watch their coming in and going out. I also pray for the coming election, that, Lord, that you will make sure that the election is carried out fairly. That, Lord, that you watch over the safety of everyone involved, especially those who are going to vote physically. Lord, I pray that you would just watch the whole process. And Lord, I wish, Lord, I just pray that, Lord, that you would just love my American friends, Lord, in America, that, Lord, that you would just watch over the country. I also pray for the UK, especially in Ireland and England itself, that, Lord, even as they approach the lockdown, that, Lord, that you would protect, Lord, the people in England, in the UK, that, Lord, that your hedge of protection will be upon them. I just pray that, Lord, that we will get out of this COVID pandemic soon enough, Lord, with your blessing, Lord. We just pray that, Lord, that safety, that everyone will be safe from this pandemic. Grant us your favor, Lord. Grant us your protection, Lord. I pray all this in the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay. Thank you, Jean. Thank you for your birthday wishes. Thank you. All right, Alan. So okay, guys, you take care of yourself. Stay safe. All right. Stay safe. Don't do things I wouldn't do. And I'll see you again. I probably won't be seeing you next week. I'll probably see you the week after next week in the next live stream. All right. Take care. Ciao.